I've been sailing the seas for years, seen some incredible sights, and weathered countless storms, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened on that day off the coast of Great Nicobar. We were part of a bilateral exercise between the Indian and Royal Thai navies, sailing south from the Great Nicobar Island. The weather was calm, the seas were smooth, and the world felt like a vast peaceful expanse until it was not. We were on our way to Thailand for a bilateral exercise, sailing south from the Great Nicobar Island. The mood on board was high, filled with anticipation for the days ahead. The sailors were excited to test their skills against their Thai counterparts and forge new friendships and maybe bang some Thai chicks. As we sailed through the calm waters, the sun cast long shadows across the ocean. The horizon stretched out before us, a seemingly endless expanse of blue. The crew was deep in conversation, discussing the upcoming exercise and sharing stories from the past missions. Thai officers are quite good, I have heard, one sailor said. Then the captain entered the room with the second in command. Everyone stood up to greet them. The captain, Captain Ravi Singh, a seasoned officer with a weathered face and a bald head, was known for his dry wit and commanding presence. But don't mistake him for his humor. This man can break your ass in seconds. The second in command, Commander Ajit Kumar, a lean and athletic man with a dark hair and a curious grin in his eyes, often served as the voice of reason amidst the excitement and chaos.
You know what I've heard? The Royal Thai Navy is a bit, shall we say, relaxed in their training?
Captain says as he entered the room. The commander chuckled and replied,
Yeah, I've heard the same. I bet they spend more time practicing their pad Thai recipes than their gunnery drills.
Everyone laughed, their voice echoing across the deck. It was a light-hearted moment, a way to relieve the tension of the long journey and bond over shared experience.
Captain, we've got a problem.
The young sailor exclaimed as soon as he entered the room.
The weather radar is picking up a massive storm system heading our way. It looked like we're going to hit it directly.
The young sailor said. The news sent a shock wave through the crew. We had not received any weather warnings, and the sudden appearance of the storm was alarming. The captain immediately ordered the crew to prepare the ship for rough weather, securing loose objects and battening down the hatches. As the storm raged, the sailors clung to the ship, their hearts pounding in their chests. As we sailed on, the sky darkened ominously. Dark swirling clouds gathered on the horizon, their edges tinging with ominous hue of purple and grey. A chill wind began to blow, carrying with it the scent of salt and rain. The sailors could feel the tension in the air as the storm approached. As we entered deep into the storm, a massive dark silhouette appeared in the distance.
What the heck is that?
The captain said.
Looks like a massive rock or an island.
The commander replied.
This is not my first time on this route, Commander. Nothing should be here.
The captain said in a serious and frustrated tone.
Neither mine, sir, but this is what it looks like.
Commander replied. As we got closer, the storm subsided. We found ourselves stranded near an uncharted island. We immediately tried to contact our headquarters on the mainland and the theater command in the Andaman to get information about the island. But to our surprise, our communication devices were unresponsive. It was as if the island was blocking all signals, isolating us from the rest of the world. The discovery of the island and the communication failure added an extra layer of mystery to our situation. We were alone, surrounded by the unknown, and with no way to reach out for help. The commander, an experienced navigator and cartographer, began poring over his maps and charts, searching for any indication of the island. He double-checked our coordinates, confident that we had not strayed too far off course. But to our astonishment, we found no trace of the island on any of our maps. It was as if the island had simply appeared out of the thin air. The realization that we had stumbled upon an uncharted island sent a shiver down our spines. This was no ordinary discovery. It was a sign that there were still hidden secrets waiting to be uncovered in the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean. As we discussed our next course of action, the captain decided that a small team would be sent ashore to explore the island and gather information. The commander and I with another young sailor. I, because I've seen some shit. We lowered one of our small emergency boats and sailed to the bank of the island. As the small boat approached the island, we could see the dense jungle stretching from the shore to the center. The trees were tall and thick, their layers forming a canopy that blocked most of the raindrops. The island seemed to exude an eerie, otherworldly aura. As we explored the island, a sense of unease crept over us. The air felt heavy and the silence was broken only by the distant cries of seabirds. We saw shadows moving in the periphery, but when we turned our lights on, they were gone. It was as if the island was playing tricks on us, hunting us with its secrets. Despite the growing sense of unease, we pressed on, determined to uncover the island's mystery. We ventured deeper into the dense jungle, our footsteps echoing through the undergrowth. The island seemed to be hiding something that was both fascinating and terrifying. As we reached the center of the island, we stumbled upon a clearing. In the middle of the clearing, there stood a monolithic structure, its origins shrouded in mystery. The structure was unlike anything we had ever seen before, with intricate carvings and strange symbols adorning its surface. We approached the structure cautiously, our hearts pounding in our chests. As we got closer, we could feel a strange energy emanating from it. It was as if the structure was alive, pulsing with an unseen force. The hairs on the back of our necks stood on end. We stood there for a long time, staring at the structure, our minds racing. What was this place? What secret did it hold? And why had we stumbled upon it? We could feel something was out there, moving and keeping an eye on us. Shadows moving through the thick forest, trying to scare us. The storm was easing out, and we could see the sun begin to set, casting long shadows across the island. We decided it was best to return to the ship. We left the island with a sense of wonder and trepidation, knowing that our encounter with the Uncharted island would be a tale we would never forget. On our walking back, we could not shake the feeling of being followed and being watched. We looked over our shoulder time to time, but to no avail. As darkness enveloped the island, we retreated to our ship, our minds still reeling from the day's extraordinary events. We huddled together, our faces illuminated by the dim glow of the ship's light, discussing the strange island and its mysterious structure. We sailed our ship around the island, continuing our journey. Sailing around 1 nautical mile, we got the signal. A message from the theater command came through the communication device. They confirmed that there was no island at the coordination we sent them. As we looked back towards the island, we could not see anything, neither the radar showing any island. We shrugged it off, but what terrifies us till the date is when the Air Force went on to check the coordinates, they found nothing. No island, only the vast expansion of the Indian Ocean.